It's a country that has turned a dark and bitter history into great infrastructural development and economic growth. South Africa has erased the word impossible from its dictionary, and it's our destination on this episode of Travel Guide. The southern tip of the African continent holds the 25th largest country in the world with 1.2 million kilometer square land area. It is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean on the west, the Indian Ocean on the south, and Botswana on the north. Sharing its borders with the ocean also affects its weather, which vary from one province to the other. For example, the interior parts, which include Johannesburg and Pretoria, has been described as a summer rainfall area with an average annual rainfall of 484 millimeters.
We've got a warm ocean current down the east coast, and we've got the cold ocean current that goes up the west coast. And not only that, we have quite a high interior central plateau with an average height of about 1,200 meters. And this with coastal lows and high pressure cells affect our weather patterns.
After its struggle out of apartheid, South Africans have devised every possible method to stay together in peace and unity. One of such is getting words on strategic points on the streets. While Johannesburg is the center for commercial activities, its judicial capital is in Cape Town, while its legislative capital is at Pretoria. The course of Johannesburg and subsequently South Africa as a whole changed drastically at the discovery of gold.
With the discovery of gold, we also had a migration of a black labor force. At that stage, they didn't necessarily come in as a labor force, but they also came into the interior to see if they could make something out of the gold fields. So, and that is how Johannesburg was formed. If it hadn't been for the discovery of gold, Johannesburg would probably never have come into existence.
So far, records show that only about 50% of gold has been mined, making the country one of those with the largest reserves in the world. In the country's largest city, Johannesburg, which is located in the smallest province in the country, Gauteng, is the heart of its financial and business district, Sandton. It is a status it gained when high crime rate forced corporate offices to move in 1990s. cleanliness and convenience of residents and visitors to Sandton Central is not left to individuals only. The government, under Sandton Central management, has employed officers who are stationed randomly at different points with the sole responsibility to make people feel safe.
We are taking the care of this area to fight with the crime, to prevent with the crime, to take the details. All those guys can work on the street. Even the robots have not working, are supposed to take the details there. And then even if some customers can come here, have running a short of petrol, are supposed to help the customer there. We are, for the sake of the Sandton Central management, we keep this area to clean.
One of its landmarks is Sandton Convention Center. It's one of the largest on the continent. It's been venue for many important summits, conventions, and recently the 2011 Africa Fashion Week. Sandton has also included relaxation on its available list of activities. One of the spots is Nelson Mandela Square, formerly known as Sandton Square. The change was made on the 31st of March 2004 during the commemoration of the first decade of the country's democracy. Emphasizing honor to the country's former president and freedom fighter, a 6-meter bronze statue of Mr. Nelson Mandela was unveiled. It weighs 2.5 tons, measuring 2.3 meters from elbow to elbow, while the shoes measure 1 meter in length. The square is surrounded by sidewalk cafes, dinings, shops, as well as luxurious hotels. This gives guests easy access to stylishly decorated and luxurious rooms. An accommodation for a night and complimentary breakfast in the morning cost about 1,800 rand, which is equivalent to about $250.
And animals.
Movement around the city and between the 9 provinces can be done by shuttle buses, taxis which are owned by corporate entities who later employ individuals to operate the vehicles. There's also the recently introduced cow train. It is an 80-kilometer mass rapid transit railway system managed by Gauteng provincial government in partnership with the private sector. Its route presently links Johannesburg, Pretoria, and OR Tambo International Airport. One of the areas in Johannesburg which is open to people of all classes is Randburg. It has a bus and taxi park from which most parts of the city can be accessed. It also has an open market where all needs can be met, including household items, clothing and accessories, even edibles are ready for consumption. Some of South Africans' favorite goat meat. And their staple food, pap and stew, are also available. Pap and stew can be combined with beef, sausage and chicken and goes for about 25 rand. Dealers say it is a good business.
There is money because people are always busy, especially here at the taxi rank. They just come and buy, so it's easy and there is money as well.
So what about the store? It's not expensive? You don't pay tax?
It's not expensive at all because it's sponsored by the government.
Fresh vegetables are common sights, and prices are about 2 rand for one banana, 1 rand 50 for an apple, while a head of cabbage goes for about 10 rand. Interestingly, there is an edible stone which costs a rand each.
It's a scent for women, those who are pregnant. Yes, they use it to eat.
Why?
Because they are pregnant, they want it to eat. Not like down. Yes.
Further is another section made up of more organized stalls. A meeting place for people of all nationalities will find comfort in residing in the country. Muhammad is a national of Pakistan and has been in South Africa for over 2 years with no immediate plans to return home.
Like South Africa.
You like South Africa? So you don't want to go back home?
No, just leave. Okay.
It has also become a comfortable place of business for many Africans, from Nigerians who have found the sales of hair extension a profiting business.
The synthetic ones, mostly the average South Africans use it. Then in Nigeria, women, most of our women likes all this Brazilian, and stuff.
There are also those who are into hairstyling. The line of business engages both men and women who say they survive solely on the revenue, which is more profitable when compared to operations in Nigeria.
Here is hard currency compared to Nigeria. You see, here when you do one client a day, that money sometimes you do for like 1,000 rands, which is 20,000 naira in Nigeria. You see, so I prefer this side anyway.
Do something else.
Ogunride Peter resigned from the Nigerian police to join this circle in South Africa.
Really, Nigerian police, when I joined, due to there is no job, that's the reason why I joined Nigerian police. And I have it in mind that I will leave it.
However, it's not that smooth on all fronts.
If you come to this country, you don't have a job, you don't have handwork, or you came with your CV, you can't see a work, except you have handwork. With the have handwork self, it's not easy, you are just managing.
When you think of rent in South Africa, it's not easy compared to Nigeria, because here, money we used to pay here, like I'm paying a 2,000 rand compared to Nigeria money is 40,000 naira, and here it's not like Nigeria. You can tell your landlord that I don't have money. You pay your money instantly, or else they throw your property outside.
I'm hairdresser.
The testimony is not different for Rose, a Mozambican who's been living and working as a stylist for 11 years.
The life for me is better because in home, I'm finding nice job. I know how to support my kids, support my mommy, and support my family, my younger sister. I'm trying the best, Yeah.
So I'm nice.
Another 11-year-old story comes from Gay, a Cameroonian who has gone through school and prefers to settle for hairstyling instead of going back home.
Because it's not easy to look for a job. Even though you have finished your study, you need to have connection to be able to start to work a better job.
From Nigeria, it's not easy in South Africa.
But for the young ones, Randburg is just a place to get nice things.
I like that there's nice things and there's nice bicycles and all of those stuff. But
South Africa recorded over 6 million visitors in 2010, and it comes as a package with different content to various groups of people, one that has continued to attract a high rate of visitors and residents into the country.